Welcome back for the third and the final game of the day. This is going to be a dead rubber now because the points table has been decided. Number 4, Emirates Blues have ruled on that place, and it's courtesy some poor cricket coming in from Ajman that they don't have the pressure to win this game. It's going to be an all Emirates affair. They're going to fight it out with the Emirates Reds live from 7 District Stadium in Ajman, and this is going to be match number 42, the final match of the league phase. For the toss, it's Ahmed Khwaja down there with the 2 captains and our match referee.
Toss time for match number 42 of the fan code Emirates D10. Alongside me are the 2 captains. Leading Emirates Blues, we have Akif Raja. Leading Emirates Reds, we have Hamdan Tahir. And of course, our honorable match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, is going to be the Blues to flip the coin. Heads is the call from Emirates Reds. And Hamdan has won the toss. Yes, Mr. Hamdan, you have won the coin flip. What have you decided?
We want to bat first. The reason behind that is I don't think there's going to be much change in the points table. We're sitting second, and I don't think it's gonna be a big task to come back on top. So it's better if we bat first, get the confidence back, and let's see how it goes.
And of course, it was a very devastating loss yesterday against Ajman. Were there any harsh words said in the dugout, or just a bad day at the office?
I mean, our captain Wasim Bhai said that we didn't do anyone's murder. We just lost a game, and we have 12 league games to make whatever mistake we have to, so that we don't make that mistake in the big games. And we did it in the league stage. We're happy that we did it in the league stage, so that we don't repeat that mistake again. And whenever you take cricket very lightly, you think that maybe it's just a cup of tea. You go and chase it down 5-6 overs. That's what happened with us. Went the other way around.
Well, certainly some humble pie served to you yesterday. Any changes to the playing 11?
Yeah, there are a few changes. Zishan Nasir is back in the squad. Shahbaz is not playing. Junaid Shamsu is back. Asif Lara is back in the squad. As I mentioned earlier, that there's not going to be much change in the points table. So we're just going to give chance to the people who didn't get much chance.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
आकिब भाई, unfortunately टॉस हार गए. अगर आप टॉस जीतते तो क्या करते?
हम भी बैटिंग करते.
तो आप बॉलिंग फर्स्ट आगे कितने स्कोर पे उनको रिस्ट्रिक्ट करना चाहेंगे?
कोशिश करेंगे 110 तक रिस्ट्रिक्ट करें.
और तकरीबन 99% फैसला हो गया कि आप लोग ही सेमीफाइनल में आएंगे. तो ओवरऑल पहले टूर्नामेंट में ही आपके डी एज ए कैप्टन आप आए हैं और टीम को सेमीफाइनल में ले जाना काफ़ी बड़ी बात है.
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह ओवरऑल हमने अच्छी क्रिकेट खेली है अभी तक, और मेरे ख्याल में जो बच्चे हैं वो डिज़र्व करते थे, क्योंकि आपको पता है ये बच्चों का फॉर्मेट नहीं है और एज़ कम्पेयर्ड अदर टीम्स हम वैसे नहीं हैं. लेकिन अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह बच्चों की मेहनत है और वो डिज़र्व करते थे कि ये सेमीफाइनल खेलें.
और बड़े
तो कर ही रहे हैं अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह.
टीम में चेंजेस?
एक चेंज है, रेहान को रेस्ट दिया है और उसैदिन है.
बेस्ट ऑफ लक.
थैंक यू सर.
Right then, news from the sideline. It's Emirates Reds who have won the toss and they've elected to bat first.
Well, Reds have won the toss and they have decided to bat first, as Ahmed Khwaja very smilingly said at the toss. These are the 2 lineups here now. It's going to be a very colourful match. 2 coloured teams playing. Reds versus Blues. For the Reds, it's going to be Asif Mohammed, Furqan Shafi, Hafiz Almas, Hamdan Tahir, Hamid Khan. Junaid Shamsu comes back into the side. Maroof Merchant has been very good with the ball. Mohammad Wasim, Zishan Abid has been brilliant for them in the tournament. Zishan Nasir as well has been really good, and Zohaib Zubair has got a player of the match more than once. On the other end, it is the blue side, and they have struggled in the tournament, but they've finally made it to the top 4, so they are gonna play the semi-finals, making sure that they get there. So this is going to be a match practice for them and try and test a few opportunities here. Ahmed Tariq has been pretty decent in this tournament. That one inning of 73 of just 24 odd balls was just brilliant from him, and he would like to make a move on here as well. Akif Raja, the captain of the side, Aryan Saxena, Ethan D'Souza, Harsh Desai has been brilliant. Hazrat Bilal showed some form in the last match. Madhav Manoj has been included in the side and has looked good since his inclusion. Mohammad Asif, Usaid Amin, Zainullah Khan and Zawar Farid has made a lot of difference since the time he's joined the camp here. It's going to be Mohammad Wasim opening the innings with Hamdan Tahir. So the regular openers back for the Emirates Reds. At one point he was the leading run getter. Mohammad Wasim, I'm not very sure if he is still. 10 matches, 10 innings, 381 runs, 47.63 average, 238 strike rate, and is the only man in the tournament to have hit a century. 116 runs of just 41 deliveries in that game that he was the player of the match. Hamdan Tahir has had a few starts. That 46 was very promising. But apart from that, he's fairly struggled in this tournament. It's a good time for him. This is more like a practice game now. A dead rubber coming in between Reds and Blues. So it would be a good opportunity for him. Talking about opportunities, it's my luck and opportunity to be sitting next to our team leader. The man with the golden arm and the man with the golden tongue, Rashid Mohammed. I welcome you.
Thank you, Fazan. Good evening. Well, yeah, you mentioned it's a dead rubber, but I think it's more to do with momentum going into the semi-finals. And good to see that Emirates Reds have gone to their regular opening pair. Mohammad Wasim and Hamdan Tahir, the two men to open for the Reds. First delivery, that's played straight as an arrow. Has gone straight onto the stumps at the other end.
Akif needs to go to the stumps, pick them up and say thank you. Because they've saved 4 runs.
Oh yeah, that was a tremendous shot from Wasim. 9 wickets for Akif Raja in the tournament. In 11 games, economy a touch higher for my liking, over 10. He's a brilliant bowler, averaging over 23 as well. So opportunity for him to get some wickets.
Swinging away and falling short of Ahmed. It's not going to be any extras there. Good work from Ahmed. It's just going to be a single wide.
Yeah, he's been good behind the stumps, Ahmed Tariq. We haven't seen him keeping wickets a lot, but in this tournament, he's been the regular wicket-keeper for them. And I think he's done really well behind the stumps. Mohammad Wasim, I think important for him to... He's in form, some kind of a form. He's done well in the tournament. That 100 runs that have come was played down over mid-on. That might just run away towards the boundary and will be the first boundary for Emirates Reds. Good looking shot, not in control, but I think had enough to beat that fielder at mid-on.
And then try to hit it too hard, Mohammad Wasim there. Just lofting the ball up and over the infield. Look at that, didn't try to hit it too hard. I think the bat turning also in his hand. He wanted to go a little more straighter than that, maybe towards mid-off, but didn't get it right from the middle of the bat. Still 4 runs. That's the kind of power that he possesses, Mohammad Wasim. So good start for the Reds here. 5 without loss in the first 2 deliveries. That was a bottom edge. Will take a single. That'll bring Hamdan Tahir onto the strike for the first time in this match.
Yeah, and a big opportunity this for the Blues as well. We saw in the previous game Emirates Reds faltering that run chase of 78 runs against Ajman. Bundled out for somewhere in the early 40s. And that is an eye-opener for them. They're a very strong side, a top contending side for the finals at least, I would say. They have got themselves in the semi-finals. So this is the kind of a game where they can really come back into the tournament and get that confidence back.
Just to contradict you, because I like contradicting you. It was David versus Goliath yesterday, and it was David that came out victorious. I'm talking about Ajman in a low-scoring thriller. So cricket is a great leveler. You never know what's going to happen in a game of cricket.
I said the same thing. You didn't go against me. Well, that's a good delivery. Cramping him for room. Hamdan trying to come down the track. Well, a big opportunity this for Hamdan Tahir as well to get back into form. He hasn't looked at his best in this tournament. Has had a few starts. That 46 was tremendous. But this is where he can really start to believe, get that confidence back and get some runs under his belt before the big game.
So now finally we have the top 4 here, Rashid. If you have to pick out 2 teams to go play in the finals, which 2 teams would you pick out?
Well, I think Sharjah and Abu Dhabi. Those are 2 teams for me. So this has been pulled and pulled nicely over mid-wicket. That'll run away for a boundary. Good start for Hamdan Tahir as well.
Well, that has been his kryptonite, the short ball. But this time, it didn't rise all that much up. And he got into position very quickly. It wasn't all that short, mind you, just back of the length. So well played by Hamdan Tahir. More often than not, he gets off the mark with a boundary.
Yeah, and that's what I think I like about him. But the only thing which is missing in his batting at the moment is that rotation of strike. So he gets a boundary, gets beaten a couple of times in the same over, and then just doesn't rotate strike as much.
Spot on. He has an eye of an eagle, Rashid Mohammed. Heart of a lion, eye of an eagle. Short, very short. Will beat Ahmed Tariq and will go for 5 wides.
Oh, not a good delivery. I think it was a typical fast bowler response after being hit for a boundary, but that didn't come out well. The execution was poor there from Akif. And a bonus runs here for the Reds.
15 of the over. Well, that would have been a wide even if Hamdan Tahir was standing on top of Hamdan Tahir.
Well, you did put me in the spot, Faizan, when you asked me for my 2 teams. What about your 2 teams? You can't be diplomatic now.
Well, frankly, I'll tell you this, Rashid, that I was thinking the best batting unit versus the best bowling unit. So Reds versus Blacks. That Sharjah versus Reds is what I was thinking initially. But the way they performed yesterday, that puts a slight question mark. That might just be an off day. Maybe law of averages catching up to them. We'll talk more about that. 1 over down, 16 without loss.
One over done, 16 for no loss. I think that's a very valid point Faizan was making in the last over. The top 4 sides that have been decided now. So it's going to be Sharjah against Emirates Blues and the Emirates Reds against Abu Dhabi. Why I favor Abu Dhabi is because they've got a very decent, very balanced side and their openers are performing. We saw Alishan Sharafu, Rohan Mustafa, they're getting bulk of the runs and they've got a very strong and a lot of depth in their batting and their bowling performs as well, which is why I think that's the second team that I would go after.
Aryan comes into bowl and has been played well through the offside, piercing the field and hits it to the boundary. So welcome for Aryan Saxena here.
Yeah, that was a very good shot. Hamdan making room for himself, although it was a little risky because that was a straightish delivery on the stumps. But because he made so much room for himself, got it right. And like you mentioned, that gap was perfectly pierced. Good start to the over for him.
This is the 11th match for Aryan Saxena. And I'm told that he has picked up only 1 wicket in those 11 games. Quick run. A shy at the stumps. Had he hit it directly, it would have been trouble for Hamdan Tahir. 21 without loss. Looking good, Reds. Why I say that, law of averages is a very important factor for me, has always been, frankly, Rashid. And that is the law of averages that worked, I think, yesterday in Ajman's favour because Emirates Reds were unstoppable. The only team now that has stopped them in their tracks is Abu Dhabi, apart from Ajman. So 2 games, and they've lost both the games. So the law of averages is going to catch up with Abu Dhabi as well someday.
Yeah, true, that's a good point. But I think that'll give them confidence as well. That'll give Abu Dhabi the confidence that they can go on and win the game. Meanwhile, this has been drilled down the ground. A very good shot from Mohammad Wasim. That'll be the second boundary of the over.
Yeah, well played. Beautifully timed. Then try to overhit it again, Wasim. Raw power. Mohammad Wasim is the most powerful cricketer in this tournament. There's no doubt about that. When he hits it, it stays hit. I wouldn't want to put my hand on a shot like that.
Oh, that's another big shot. Through the covers this time, hasn't got a hold of it.
Batting
Plug into the ground and they might pick up a couple of runs easily. Wasim is a very quick runner between the wickets as well. So yeah, coming back to that point, Fazan, Abu Dhabi have been the only team that have beaten Emirates Reds and convincingly twice in the tournament. So this can be an opportunity for them to actually make a comeback. But at the same time, how well will be Abu Dhabi placed going against Emirates Reds in the semi-finals tomorrow?
Now this screenshot could have been a meme. Look at your partner the way Faizan looks at Rashid. That's drilled down the ground and that's beautifully hit. That's going to be a maximum.
Well, Wasim is really coming back into form at the right time. A low full toss, not a good delivery to bowl to somebody like Mohammad Wasim, who's very strong, as Faizan mentioned earlier. Great to start this for the Reds.
What do you mean by coming back in form? When was he out of form?
Well, he's only hit that 100 where he gave quite a few chances as well, and a couple of 50s as well, but all of them weren't as fluent as this shot is. It's a very fluent shot through the extra cover. That's amazing shot to end the over.
Not just fluent, it was powerful, it was muscular. He has muscled the ball over extra. I feel for someone like Harin Saxena. What a shot to end the over. They're flying, Emirates Reds. 39 without loss after 2.
Right, then 2 overs done, 39 to no loss. Perfect start for the Reds. Blistering start for them. And they've opted for the floating power play. I think that's a good move. Put more pressure. When the bowlers are under pressure, you just go for the kill. Try to get as many runs as possible in the first 3 overs. It's going to be Hazrat Bilal to come in and bowl. Important phase of play this, especially for the Blues. Can they make some inroads here? Pick up a wicket.
Certainly hasn't been a good tournament for Bilal. He's a much better bowler than those figures. 41 average, 10.35 is economy, 5 wickets only in 12 matches. For your premier fast bowler, that's not good numbers. This is up and over. Hamdan has played it well in the gap, 4 more.
That's a very good shot. I think it was a loosener there from Hazrat Bilal way outside off stump. And Hamdan Tahir enjoys it outside off stump. Didn't mean to keep it down. Was always trying to play it over that fielder and cleared him quite nicely to earn himself another boundary. He's looking good here, Hamdan.
He looks very good when he's playing those kind of shots through the offside, through the leg side even. But that technique to play the pull shot has, put him into trouble a lot of times in this tournament. He was talking to me off air and he told me that he was working on that. Nicely played again. Softly played for a single. That'll bring Wasim on strike. They're flying away already. 44 without loss. Coming back to the finalists once again. So that's why I think it's got to be the best batting unit against the best bowling unit in this tournament playing in the finals. And also, one legend once said, and I think it was Wasim Akram, who said, matches are won by batting and tournaments are won by bowling.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm a firm believer of that, which is why I think Sharjah has got a big opportunity in this tournament with the kind of bowling lineup they have. But when you say the best batting lineup, I think that can be argued on. Abu Dhabi have a very strong batting lineup as well.
Well, Emirates Reds is the only team who have won a game without losing a wicket. And they have also played one game where they scored 145 without losing a wicket. This is up in the air, it's gone. 1 bounce 4.
Another good shot, not a good delivery once again from Hazrat Bilal, not bowling according to his field. He's got a deep third and a square leg on the boundary ropes, and this one was way outside off stump. And a fuller length delivery as well, allowing Mohammad Wasim to free his arms. What I like about this innings from Mohammad Wasim is not going across the line. He's been playing through the line and he's gotten full result for that. Not trying to over it as well. So brilliant start this for the Reds, 48 for no loss.
Well, yeah, it can be argued upon which side is a better batting unit, because as much as I love Mohammad Wasim, I love Alishan Sharfu as well. And he's matching Wasim neck to neck in terms of number of sixes, number of runs scored, even run rate. Oh, what a shot. That was a wow shot. A wow coming in from Ahmed Khwaja, who's having some chips right now.
That was even better. Similar kind of delivery outside off stump. What a great shot. What a great connection there from Wasim.
Yeah, that was crispier than the chips that Ahmed Khwaja was having.
You were waiting for that, weren't you? Gets to the team 50 with that maximum. What an over this has been. 15 runs already in just 4 deliveries. They've raced on to 54 for no loss. Well, that's the kind of destructive batting Mohammad Wasim can bring into the game. Which is why in a 10 over format, it's very difficult to pick up a side. One batter gets going and he can change the complexion of the game.
Absolutely. We were talking about the comparison between Alishan and Wasim, Oh, that's a quick delivery. One for the over at least. Yes, called by the umpire. Good bouncer. Surprised Wasim as well.
Yeah, was committed on the front foot. Look at that. He wasn't expecting that. Very good quick delivery. Vicious bouncer from Hazrat Bilal. And a rare dot ball in the innings.
So Wasim has 116 and a 95. Those are the two highest scores that he has. But Ali Shan has been more consistent in terms of number of runs that he's scored. He might be behind Wasim in overall number of runs, but he's scored 50s more often. And he has had two of the fastest 50s in the tournament. One in 15 balls, the other one in 16 balls.
Yeah, another very talented batter, which is why I'm going with Abu Dhabi. Slower delivery, that's been played nicely. That might just run away. Yes, it does. Into the boundary ropes for another boundary of the over. 19 runs coming off it. They're all smiles, but that has been a very destructive over. Mohammad Wasim hitting some brilliant shots in that over. 19 for no loss. 19 for no wickets for Hazrat Bilal in this one over. 3 overs done, 58 for no loss.
Flying start. What a brilliant start for Reds here. They've made sure that Blues see Blues in the first 3 overs here. 58 without loss, going at almost 20 runs in over. Brilliant.
Yeah, this has been an outstanding start to the innings. Hamdan Tahir on strike. Zawar Farid brought into the game for the first time. Quick single. Oh, would have been curtains from Mohammad Wasim. I think it was Ethan D'Souza, one of the better fielders in the side, and he's missed out on that direct hit.
Well, yeah, certainly was a chance. Quick bit of fielding. And he was gone. Frankly, he was gone. Half a chance, gone down begging. 59 on board now. Well, talking about this innings from Hamdan Tahir, 16 of just 8 deliveries. This is where I have been a little critical of Hamdan Tahir previously. That he had taken too many balls getting going. He would score at a runner ball. But in the last 2-3 games, he has improved upon that. And kudos to him the way he's going, but because when runs come in from both ends, it can push the opposition under a lot of pressure. Top edge for.
A lucky shot there from Mohammad Wasim. Very good delivery from Zawar. Once again, a bowler surprising Wasim with that short pitch delivery. He was committed on the front foot, trying to play it off the front foot. Very lucky that it took the top edge and ran towards the boundary. So yeah, you're right. Hamdan has improved his game in the last few games. And this is good signs for Reds coming into the semi-finals. Well, another point now I make that why I think Abu Dhabi are probably the better side, from in my opinion, to get into the finals is because Emirates Reds don't have a very strong bowling lineup, which can be a very decisive factor.
Yeah, that is also true. Top edge again, but this time he's got a lot of bat onto that. That will go the distance. 6 more.
Another good delivery. Wasn't in control at all. Look at that. Off the front foot. Wasim not transferring his weight onto the back foot, but still got enough to take it over the line for a maximum. Well, they're just dealing in boundaries. He's raced on to 47 or just 13. Can it be the fastest half century of the tournament?
If he gets there on this ball, then it's going to be the fastest. If he doesn't and takes another ball, then it's going to be joint fastest. Ali Shan Sharfu holds the record as of now. Let's take a look at that. He gets to it. He gets to it with panache. What a strike. That boundary rope that you saw was for the other ground, by the way. It's crossed and gone beyond it. He's got to 53 of just 14.
Oh, that was bludgeoned. Look at that. What connection on that one. Went miles up in the air and got the distance as well. Way more than that towards the other ground, the Oval 2. Here, the 7 Districts Cricket Stadium. Brilliant shot there from Wasim. What a way to get to your half century. He beats the record now. He holds the record of the fastest half century in the Emirates D10 2024.
And holds the record for the only century at the Emirates D10 also. So both huge records now going to Mohammad Wasim. Takes a single, rotates the strike. It's 75 on board already and we are not even at the halfway mark.
Well, one more delivery to go in the fourth over. This is the kind of batting that, brings in a lot of confidence, gives you that momentum. And Wasim, what a player he is, absolutely wonderful. He's arguably the best batter UAE has seen in the last few years. And he's proving to be one of the best in the business. He has scored so many runs around the world as well, in franchise cricket as well.
I'm just happy for UAE's future. Nicely played by Hamdan. He's running hard and a direct hit would have got him again. So two half chances coming in this over. They're running two. And good running between the wickets. So 2 runs on that last ball. That'll take the total to 78 without loss. 4 overs gone, 78 without loss. Reds. So Mohammad Wasim has crossed his 50 in just 14 deliveries and that's how. Shot after shot. First one beautifully played. He started with a couple of 4s and then got to the 6 hitting. He has the most number of 6s as well in the tournament, mind you. This was amazing. Then got the top edge in the last over. And this was possibly the longest 6 of the D10. Went to the other ground. And those ropes, again, I want to mention it again, that you saw was for the other ground. So it crossed the boundary on 2 occasions.
Across the boundary for both the grounds. And they've raced on to 78 for no loss. 6 more overs to go if they keep on going this way. I'm sure they'll get to over 200. Whoa, that's another big shot. What a way to welcome Akif for his second over of the game. Another big shot, another maximum.
How do you stop someone like Mohammad Wasim? You bowl a slower ball, he hits that out of the park. You bowl a bouncer and it's hit out of the park. What is it that you're supposed to do against someone like Mohammad Wasim?
Well, I think the only delivery that has troubled him a little is the short pitch delivery, where he's committed onto the front foot. And on both occasions, he got the top edge. So that is one delivery that these bowlers can really rely on. Akifullah, he's got a strong short pitch delivery. He needs to bowl that more often. Another slower delivery. That's nicely guided. Good work behind point. Will only be a single. That was a good delivery again from Akif.
Yeah, certainly saved 3 runs for his side. 85 without loss after 4.2. That's brilliant stuff. The highest score in this tournament goes to 2 teams. The 2 teams in question that we were discussing for a long, long time. So 148 was scored by Abu Dhabi first, and then Emirates Reds equaled it in one game. 148 again. And the second highest total in this tournament has been for Emirates Reds, 145.
Well, then we're both agreeing that Sharjah is going to reach the finals. That has been confirmed, is it?
Well, that's a feeling, I can say that. That is my feeling. Because their batting is looking decent also. It's not just their bowling. Their batting is doing their job also. And we saw today, as a single comes in, that even when their top order is not performing, someone comes in down the order and blasts a few away and takes the game away from the opposition. So I think that's a balanced side.
Oh, absolutely. I think Rojit was really nice today. Played some good shots. Farhan came down, brought that impetus towards the end. And then with the bowling, even if they had 78 runs on the board, I think they would have still defended that.
Absolutely. You were thinking who will bowl next, and then Khuzaima comes out of nowhere. You were thinking who would bowl the last 2 overs, then Rohit Bangash comes out of nowhere. And that too, when even Zahoor was not playing. They did not make use of the services of Ayan Afzal Khan, who's a very good bowler in himself.
A short pitch delivery, nicely done. This is the first time he's been in good control, Mohammad Wasim, behind square. And that's run away for yet another boundary. So he's been dealing in 6s and boundaries, Mohammad Wasim.
How fast is this ground? Just look at that. In control, rolling his wrists, playing it all along the carpet. A decent run at the boundary, just could not get the ball in time. 90 up. 4.4 overs. This is the highest number of runs that we've seen in the first 5 overs. 90 without loss. Still 2 balls to go to get to the halfway mark. At that rate, they can get to 180.
Yeah, this has been a phenomenal batting performance by the Reds. And, 190 runs. There you go, the score predictor. 19.29 and over. And that's what they say. If you get whatever you get at the halfway stage, add 20 or 30 more towards the end.
5th ball of the over, Yorker. And he plays that well as well. Only a single this time around. So a decent over coming in. Just 13 of it. The way they are going, 13 runs in an over seems like a good over.
Well, 13 and over. Yeah, because they're going at 19 and over. They've got one more delivery to go. Can he hit a maximum here, Hamdan, and make sure they go on with the run rate they're going at? This has been a good performance from the Reds so far. 91 for no loss.
The last ball to go here. I think UAE has some bright days ahead in terms of 2 batters of quality. Alishan Sharifu and Mohammad Wasim. This one has been cut away straight to the fielder for a single to end the over. I'll finish my thought while saying this, that UAE has got a very bright future when Alishan Sharifu and Mohammad Wasim are going to open together. We'll wait and watch for that. 5 overs gone, 92 without loss.
Five overs done, 92 for no loss. It's going to be ambidextrous Harsh Desai and the charming Ahmed Khwaja in the gong box. Welcome, Ahmed.
Thank you very much, Rashid. The top edge immediately. And Aryan Saxena will clean it up, but Emirates Reds have come out with some serious intent. Mohammad Wasim has absolutely taken them to the cleaners, taking out the frustration of that loss versus Ajman on poor Emirates Blues.
8 wickets for Harsh Desai in the tournament. Well, economy is very high in the tournament. But he's done well, I think, as a youngster, just learning the tricks and trades of the shorter format as well. Well, Ahmed and Faizan were talking about who the finalists are for us. We'll put you in a spot as well to pick up your 2 teams for the finals.
Oh, gone through the keeper, beat Hamdan Tahir, and a stumping opportunity wasted by Emirates Blues, and they've conceded 4 runs to boot.
That was a brilliant delivery. You saw Hamdan coming down the track, pulled his length back, and look at that. Ahmed Tariq, I think, just stood up a little too early. Didn't read the ball and didn't read the line of the ball. Was completely beaten. 4 important runs.
I think he was mesmerized by Wasim's big hitting as well. He's stunned him into a trance. And that can happen. He's that kind of a player. What a tremendous opening stand. And Hamdan has played his role as well. Top edge on the sweep, but over the fine leg. And Hazrat Bilal putting in the hard yards. Oh, that's a great effort from the big fast bowler. 100 opening stand for Emirates Reds. What a performance.
Oh, this has been fantastic. Like you mentioned, Hamdan Tahir coming to picture as well. This is the second time they've reached 100 without losing any wickets. So like Faizan was mentioning earlier, very strong batting unit once Mohammad Wasim and Hamdan Tahir click together.
Well, to answer your question, you really put me on the spot here. I've had a long think about it. I still feel that Abu Dhabi, I do agree with you. The firepower, the depth they've got, I think it slightly nudges them ahead of Emirates Reds. But in terms of the bowling, there's absolutely no dispute. It has to be Sharjah all the way. Simply got too much firepower. High full toss, heaved away. And it's gone for 4 in the blink of an eye. Mohammad Wasim is dictating terms tonight.
Well, I think due coming into effect as well. Harsh Desai trying to bowl that quicker delivery, trying to go for the Yorker against Mohammad Wasim, gets it wrong and awfully wrong. But was Mohammad Wasim, his eyes lit up as soon as he saw that full toss, but made sure they played it along the carpet.
70 of just 20 deliveries, strike rate of 350. Pulled away, this is flat. And hit the skirting on the full. Make that a maximum.
Well, another good hit. He didn't have control over that shot. Didn't get it from the middle of the bat. I think a quicker delivery. But look at the way he's hit that. That power from Mohammad Wasim that comes into effect. And he makes sure that he hits it in the vacant area. Another maximum to end the over. This has been another very good over. 13 runs coming off it. 6 overs done. 109 for no loss, the Reds.
Some off spin. Well, yet another off spinner rather coming on to bowl. It's going to be Usaid Amin. He's been quite decent in the tournament so far. But when Mohammad Wasim is running hot like this, this is a very daunting prospect, Rashid.
Absolutely, I don't want to be bowling to him. And I think none of the bowlers would be wanting to bowl to him.
Is that why you took an early retirement from the game?
Not early. Trust me, it was very late.
Forced retirement.
Yes.
So long discussion going on between Mohammad Asif and Usaid Amin. Well, you just have to hope that Wasim hits one. There's no real relief. You can ask T20I teams all over the world. They haven't figured out the formula to get rid of this great man. The likes of Ireland, the likes of Oman, the likes of Afghanistan have been punished by him. So you have to spare a thought for Usaid Amin as well.
Oh yeah, I think there's a change in the ball, which is why the hold-up was there. But I think as an off-spinner, what you can do is you can try to bowl him way outside off stump, bowl it slow, give it a loop, and force him to go across the line. Put a fielder on extra cover, let him use his power, and in doing so, he might just lose out on one of the deliveries and might hold out one in the deep.
Absolutely, and he gets that overspin, that extra bounce as well, Usaid. No single there. And Mohammad Wasim has had a few close shaves with those run-outs. Needs to be a bit careful. And Hamdan Tahir, 23 of 16. He may be thinking about looking to get going as well. Inside out towards the widest long off region. And Wasim has told him, hang on, let me take over.
Well, it's always a good matchup, right-hander against an off-spinner. And like I mentioned, I would want to see Usaid bowl it slow outside off stump, give that loop and try to entice Wasim to go across the line.
Well, he's eyeing that square leg, cow corner region. 110 already on the board. A power show put on by Emirates Reds. And this man on screen is looking in imperious form. Flat and over his head. He's not going to run for that one. Gone into the long offense for 4.
Well, that went like a tracer bullet. He didn't have to move. Nobody moved. The only movement was from the batter, and as soon as he saw that length, nicely done. Put it in the vacant area over the bowler's head and earns himself another boundary, inching closer to the century. The second century might be the second century for him.
Just 20 runs away. Incredible knock by the UAE captain. Oh, right in the block hole. Nicely bowled. Somehow it's squeezed through the wicketkeeper. Waiting for the umpire signal. And given as by. So, to be fair, Usaid has done a decent job in this over.
Yeah, he's done well. He hasn't been hit for a maximum as yet. So that's a winner. Because we've seen so many runs coming in the overs. And going at about 19-20 runs an over. That has really taken them a long way away from where the Blues wanted to be.
Heaved away towards widest long on and dropped. Was a difficult catch. I think it was Ethan D'Souza out there at that cow corner region, but put in a decent effort.
That was a very good effort. Remember, the ball was dipping into him and he had a lot of ground to cover coming around the wicket. Didn't get a hold of that, Hamdan Tahir. Probably trying to hit it too hard, and look at that effort. Ethan D'Souza is a terrific fielder. If he misses out, I think nobody could have made it.
Yeah, never really got there. Huge! It's gone like a homing missile over mid-wicket for 6. Mohammad Wasim.
Well, you can't bowl him there when he's on 86. 2 full, 2 straight, and Mohammad Wasim is not going to miss out on those. That's another big hit. It's gone all the way for yet another maximum to end the over. 7 overs done. 122 for no loss.
Well, Akif Raja has run out of bowling options, or bowling options that are willing to come on to bowl. Ethan D'Souza being introduced here. Tell us more about his bowling, Rashid.
Well, he's a very talented cricketer. We all know that he's good with the bat, he's good with the ball, he's brilliant in the field. And he bowls some decent deliveries, the off-spinners. So this is an opportunity for him to make a mark for himself, get that big wicket of Mohammad Wasim.
Well, he starts off with a hanging full toss. Very lucky it was skewed straight to that short third. And 14 runs away from his second Emirates D10 2024 century is Wasim. He seems to like facing Emirates Blues, that's for sure.
Well, did he get his previous century against them?
I believe so. I think you might be right.
So I think he does enjoy that. Meanwhile, Hamdan Tahir missing out on a full toss. Probably wasn't anticipating that. And I think that was a good let off for Ethan D'Souza.
Pulled away hard towards square leg and will beat the fielder. Zawar Fareed looking a bit laboured in the field there. Needed to support his young off-spinner.
That was clearly slow off the block, Zawar Fareed. But how quick is this outfield here at the 7 District Stadium? A few bounces and that just raced away towards the boundary. No chance for Zawar.
Oh, it feels like an ice rink out there, to be quite honest. No friction at all on the ball. It's skimming away quickly. And quick single taken. Well, the point fielder perhaps on his heels there. That should have never been one.
Yeah, they're probably coming from the ring, the edge of the ring, which is why they allowed that single to be taken. But Mohammad Wasim, well, he's very quick between the wickets, isn't he?
Well, they should be allowed to come from the edge of the ring of the opposing oval for Wasim. The way he's striking that ball. That one he hit against Hazrat Bilal, that was easily 95 meters plus. Hanging full toss. Smashed out of the park by Wasim. Into the 90s and into the pavilion.
Well, another full toss, and Wasim, well, what a good hit that from the middle of the bat. And that one went a long way as well. Another good hit from Mohammad Wasim. Well, we're running out of adjectives to really comment on those.
I don't think they have enough in the English language itself. Monstrous hit. It's a full toss again. Flat, but still 6. On to 98.
Well, Ethan D'Souza, he's having a lot of trouble. I think he hasn't been able to grip the ball. A low full toss this time, and Wasim picking and choosing his spot nicely. Over long on. 98 of just 26 deliveries. This is probably going to be the fastest century.
Absolutely. The previous 100 Wasim made was of 36 deliveries. Thank you, Faizan Khan, for that tidbit. Here we go. Lofted straight, long off, will be beaten. That is the fastest 100 of the Emirates D10. And yet again, it's the champion, Mohammad Wasim.
Well, what a knock this has been from the great captain of the UAE national side. He's come to party at the right time. Applause all around from the dugout as well. This has been a fantastic knock from Mohammad Wasim. 8 overs done. But before that, let's have a look at that boundary once again. Wasn't a bad delivery, but a super shot from Mohammad Wasim down the ground. He's very strong down the ground. 8 overs done, 143 for no loss.
Strike rate of 377 to get to 100. Mohammad Wasim, you are simply out of this world. Inside edge. And he's back on strike. Bringing the pain for Emirates Blues.
Well, he's brought pain for a lot of them. He's lost quite a few balls in that innings as well. 102 of just 27. What a knock this has been. He's hit some wonderful shots and he's played through the line. Very nicely done. They've got 11 more deliveries. How many more runs can they get here?
Oh, plenty more. This is going into outer space. Wasim, have some mercy.
Well, that might just call for new balls, please, again. Because that one is bludgeoned out of the ground. Not a bad delivery, but look at that. Brilliant striking from Mohammad Wasim. He's eyeing them like a football now.
Well, that has cleared the fence of the entire 7 District Sports Club. 150, the highest score of the D10 as well. The records are tumbling tonight. And Mohammad Wasim has put on a batting masterclass here. And I feel sorry for those little white seeds as well in that box. They're coming in for some punishment.
Well, Ahmed, now I go back to the question again. Who do you think are the 2 finalists of the tournament?
Well, the challenge has been laid to Alishan Sharfu. He was about 10 or 20 runs behind before this knock. I don't think he's going to catch up. And, well, you're putting me on the spot here once again. I think I'll have to revise my statement and step back from the support of Abu Dhabi. Emirates Reds with Wasim in this form, he looks unstoppable.
Well, I still go with Abu Dhabi. Let's have a...
Yeah,
well, I can't
you
wait
just
for
had
tomorrow.
to go against me.
No,
didn't you?
the only problem I have is the bowling of Emirates Reds, and which is why I think that might just be a little problem for them. Meanwhile, another one. Making 2-2. Oh, the balls are not helping them. The fortunes aren't changing for the Blues.
Well, Usaid, you were spared in your first over, not this time. He's missed his length twice, and Wasim is just swinging from the hip and drilling them over the fence time and again. And, well, he's enjoying himself out there. Absolute carnage.
Well, the Blues are definitely not enjoying themselves here. Every bowler has been taken for so many runs. We haven't seen Hazrat Bilal come back into the attack. Akif has been kept out as well. This is another good shot. That might run away for another boundary. Nicely done once again.
Well, the idea was right, but bowling it on Wasim's pads when he's beyond 115, yeah, that is a mistake. Just a flick of the wrist. And Usaid is lucky that didn't go for 6 as well. 118 of 30 deliveries. He's maintained that strike rate of 350 plus right throughout. It wasn't a steady acceleration. It's been the 6th gear right from ball 1.
Now he's going at 393, the strike rate now. But just haven't seen that delivery I was talking about outside off stump. Oh, that's a wonderful shot. That's a mighty shot. That is a superb shot for yet and again another maximum in the over.
Well, this time straight bat. Look at that. Just lofting it over cow corner with utmost ease. High elbow and high distance on that one as well. The third 6 of the over. He's made a mess of Usaid Amin. 124 in a D10 game, and there's still 7 legal deliveries to go.
Well, most of the teams haven't been able to get to 124 runs in total. That's up in the air chance, and that's been dropped. Can you believe it? Is it Hazrat Bilal? I think it is.
Well, all he can do is give a wry smile. They've given him a life on 124. It was that wrong one. Outer half of the blade. And Hazrat Bilal, what have you done? In and out. And to add salt to the wounds, Wasim has kept the strike for the final over. 167 on the board. His second Emirates D10, 100 of the tournament. And Wasim, right from ball one, came out with a plan, came out with a mission. And Rashid, he executed it with utter devastation.
Oh, absolutely. Well, he's always got one plan in mind, especially in the shorter format, is to hit maximums, and he did that with so much ease. That was one of the best shots of the tournament. He's been hitting them so cleanly, so nicely. There hasn't been a miss hit. There hasn't been any flaws in his batting today. It's been just wonderful.
Well, we've seen it for the UAE national team. We saw it in the ILT20, and now we're seeing it at the Emirates D10 as well. 100 in just 27 deliveries for the great man, the man in the golden helmet, the man with the golden crown. That is Mohammad Wasim.
And 9 overs, 167. So it's going to be Hazrat Bilal to bowl the last over. He was taken for a lot of runs. This is nicely done, but a good effort there at short fine leg. Stopping a certain boundary will only be a single.
That fielding effort alone has probably saved 20 runs. And I'm not saying that sarcastically or as a joke. That's fact, because Wasim is now off strike. And Hamdan, well, he has 5 deliveries to unleash. Can he reach his half century?
Well, opportunity for him. 5 deliveries. That's probably what Mohammad Wasim is telling him. We've got enough runs on the board. Now you try and get to your half century as well. But he's gotten back in form, which is good to see. He's taken 22 deliveries for his 31 runs. He more often I think he plays the second fiddle more often with Mohammad Wasim as his partner. But today he's done well.
Well, wherever you are, if you're watching on Fan Code in India or the Sports Eye YouTube page, you certainly have had your day's worth of entertainment. Straight down the ground, there's a chance, no chance. Into the fence. Gone for 6 from Hamdan.
Oh, that's a brilliant hit. Pitched up delivery to Hamdan. And he's been out there for a very long time. Gets that swing of the blade. And nicely done. Straight as an arrow. Probably just one bounce into the ropes. But it's been called as a maximum.
Yeah, it hit it just on the full. So he is 13 runs away from his half century. And he's got full license to thrill. Hazrat Bilal, been expensive this evening. Wristy flick. Fine leg gets half a finger on it. And it's only going to be a single. Well, Godzilla back on strike.
Trouble times for the Blues and Hazrat Bilal. 175 runs for no loss in just 9.3 overs. What an outstanding innings this has been from both these men. For Emirates Reds, they won the toss, remember, and elected to bat first, and that has certainly clicked for them.
Yeah, that's a major sign for the semi-finals. You don't want to give them that free license. Make them chase. Maybe you can produce a mistake like we saw in the previous game. Ball outside his hitting arc, but it is a wide, yeah. That's the correct decision, just beyond the tram lines.
We haven't seen too many extras from the Blues, so in that discipline they've been good. But that one was clearly outside the line of the wide line, the tram line. An extra run added, so they've still got 3 more deliveries. Mohammad Wasim trying to go big and get those 6s coming in.
Well, when you've been smashed to all parts like they have, those are the small positives you look for. Of course, they do have a semi-final match coming up, so certainly need to prepare for that. They need to forget about this hiding they've received from Wasim this evening. Oh, sliced over point. And that will dribble away for yet another boundary. He might not get 150, but he'll get plenty.
Yeah, that was a good delivery, I think. Bilal trying to bowl outside off stump. The attempted slower one as well. Wasim trying to go too hard at that one. Gets the thickish outside edge. No fielder at deep third, and another boundary for him. Well, he's leaked a lot of runs here, Hazrat Bilal, 32 of them and just 10 deliveries.
Well, the required run rate will only be 20 runs per over. So let's see. Unbelievable performance. Wasim, unstoppable. Steps into that one. Bye-bye. See you later.
Well, what a good shot that one. Making use of the crease. Coming down towards off stump, and that was a slower delivery again. And what a good hit from Mohammad Wasim. Getting in line nicely. And the connection it made was just wonderful. That sound of the blade. You could hear it here till the com box as well.
Just the thwack. When you hear it, you can close your eyes and imagine it sailing away, heading towards Mars or Jupiter. Final ball of the innings. All right in the block hold. Well done, Hazrat Bilal. And Akif Raja at long off of all people. They'll still take to 188 runs undefeated. And Mohammad Wasim has stolen the show.
Well, this is very good from the Reds. And Hamdan Tahir on the last delivery. Going for that second run, taking the first one very quickly and then coming back for the second run. That shows the commitment Hamdan has showed in this innings. What a knock by Mohammad Wasim. Unbeaten, 138, 11 boundaries and 14 maximums in that one. He's just taken 36 deliveries to get to 138.
Well, you don't see 14 sixes in an entire 50-over game. We've seen it in one half of a D10 match. Mohammad Wasim getting applause, getting plaudits from all round. It's been that kind of innings, and he's that kind of a player.
Well, he's scored probably 84 runs in just maximums in those 138 runs, and then add the 44 more in boundaries. So you get to over 100.
I love the symmetry that he got 138 and Hamdan got 38. That's the best part about this opening partnership. Well, not much to talk about except one man. 14 maximums, 11 sixes, his second D10 century. Mohammad Wasim, 138 not out of 36 deliveries, ably supported by Hamdan Tahir, 38 not out of 24.
Well, I think it's an international record as well. The highest runs in a T10 game is 183. Emirates getting to 188. Look at the bowling card. There were 7 bowlers used, but none of them could really make any impact in the game. The best bowler of the lot was probably Harsh Desai, giving away the least number of runs, 13 of them in his one over.
Well, the highlights package of this innings is all about the maximums. 14 of those coming in from Mohammad Wasim. And right from ball one, he came out with the game plan. He came out with the intent to go big. But we never realized he would go that big. Overpitched from Akif Raja, drilled over long on. Aryan Saxena was tried, but Hamdan Tahir took plenty against him in the power play. Mohammad Wasim, well, if you're going to bowl low full tosses to this man, you'll get smeared over extra cover. That was a brilliant hit. This one slightly fortunate for Hamdan, skewed over point. But then when Mohammad Wasim truly got going, he was absolutely unstoppable. Whether it be Zawad Fareed, Hazrat Bilal, Akif Raja, Harsh Desai, whoever came in his firing line tonight was being sent packing and out of the park. This was a monster hit right into the neighboring oval. Ethan D'Souza, well, he created a half chance. After that, some full tosses to Wasim, and they were tossed out of the park. And this was when Wasim was in the 90s and eventually got to his 100 in just 27 balls. And then Usaid Amin, well, he came in for some serious punishment. Hit for 3 sixes in the over. He makes it look so easy. He makes it look like child's play. That one with the high elbow was a particularly special one. Hamdan Tahir getting into the act as well in the final over. Wasim, just when he clears that front leg and that bat swing coming through. Absolutely phenomenal innings. Well, it's a target of 189 for Emirates Blues. How close will they get? We'll find out in the run chase after the break.
Fan code Emirates D10, final day, final league game, and records have been broken left, right, and centre as Emirates Blues need 189, unheard before this in a T10 game, because the highest score before this match, wherever it's recorded, was 183 for the loss of 2 wickets, which Northern Warriors made at the Abu Dhabi T10, where 10 sixes were hit by Nicholas Pooran, and he's bettered. Mohammad Wasim bettered that record. 138 is what he has scored finally, with 14 sixes to get to 188. Emirates Blues will need to play out of their skins to get even close to this target at 18.9 runs per over. At one point, Mohammad Wasim was going at 400. That was his strike rate in the match. So he had completed his century and he was going at 400 strike rate. To take you through to the first 5 overs of this second innings, it's Asghar Khan with Faizan Khan.
Good evening, Faizan Khan, and good evening, viewers. We have witnessed record-breaking knock from Mohammad Wasim. The sixes were just pouring all over the ground. 14 sixes. 14 sixes hit by Mohammad Wasim. It was absolute carnage. 189 to chase. It's a record chase. Anything is possible in this game, but they are up against it. Zainullah and Ahmed Tariq walking out to the middle. 2 talented youngsters.
Yeah, talent is all they have, but they need some power like Mohammad Wasim as well to get even close to 189. That's the target. Even if they get to 150, it would be a moral victory for Emirates Blues, frankly, because we have never heard or seen anything like this being achieved in a T10 game before this. So this is going to be very, very special for Emirates Blues. Mind you, even in the first match, if my memory serves me correctly, it was Mohammad Wasim's century against the same unit, Emirates Blues. He scored 116 back then, and Emirates Reds got to 145 without loss. So in 2 league games that the Emirates Blues have played against Emirates Reds, they haven't taken a single wicket of this side. Mohammad Wasim was not out in both those games, and in those 2 games, he has scored more than 250 runs. Around 250 runs is what he has scored in 2 games without getting dismissed.
And what a partnership between Hamdan Tahir and Mohammad Wasim in both games. They haven't lost a wicket like you mentioned. Ahmed Tariq will be on strike. He had a good campaign with the bat. That 73 really stands out. Zainullah is shown a little bit of sign of form at times, but thrown his wicket on most occasions. Highest of 63. It's 150 to his name.
Ahmed Tariq has been pretty good. Strike rate has been up there as well, but only 1 inning of 73 odd, for which he was the player of the match. Zishan Nasir, 9 matches. Wickets not so much. Economy very good. Average decent, 17.33. So he takes a wicket every 17.33 runs, which is a very good record at a T10 game. So Blues need 189 to win of 10 overs at 18.9 rather runs per over. This is a staggering scoring rate right from the word go. Can someone pull off a Mohammad Wasim here? Big ask.
These youngsters, they are up against it clearly, but the likes of Mohammad Wasim, watching him play, display that power, class, in the future these guys will look to emulate that, but right now they're up against it, facing Zishan Nasir. Oh, look at that, came back off the seam. Good start.
Yeah, we didn't see, unfortunately, any deliveries like that in the first innings. Just back of the length, coming in sharply. Zishan Nasir has got the pace. So did a couple of bowlers from Emirates Blues as well. Look at that, coming in sharply. Nicely played by Ahmed. Hazrat Bilal has got the pace. He didn't get the curve in the air. Nothing from the surface as well. It's a very humid night, mind you. Humidity must be somewhere around 70% or so. And look at that carry. That was a quick delivery. Well bowled.
Steep bounce there from Zishan Nasir. It reminds me of Makaya Antini. That angle wide of the crease into those right-handers. That took off. That short of a length delivery. Oh, that was a nasty delivery. Hit him on the gloves as well.
Yeah, painful, very painful. He's holding his thumb. Ahmed Tariq. He's in pain, waiting for the physio to come out. Wasim taking a look at it, concerned about the youngster. Well, Mohammad Wasim is class apart. And I think it would be great days for UAE cricket if they keep on with the same form. Wasim and Alishan Sharfu, they both are in the UAE national side. They both will open together in the upcoming series as well. And it would be very interesting to see what the future holds for UAE cricket, because these two are world class. They can just take the game away from any opposition, mind you.
Oh, absolutely. And the young talent coming through. Also, we have seen promising fast bowlers coming through, like Hosama, Farhan Khan. You got Tanesh Suri as well. So, all the good things are in store for UAE cricket going forward.
And that's why these tournaments are very, very important. The D series, if you perform here, you can get your name in the camp and maybe play for the UAE in the near future. All these names that are playing in this tournament are in the reckoning, mind you.
And this man on your screen, he can surprise you with that extra bit of zip off the surface. Steaming in. Oh, another pacey delivery. Good stuff from Zishan.
Reds enjoying themselves. Look at the smile from Nasir after that delivery. That was beautiful. Very difficult ball to get away. I think the batter did well just to duck it out.
But that asking rate is approaching 20. He won't be ducking for long. He's got to play shots at everything. Just throw caution to the wind. Like you said early on, if they get to 150 even, it will be a great effort from Blues. Charge. Missed it.
Yeah, just show that you have it in you. Just don't give it away easily. Even if you don't get close to the target, just make enough runs to make an impact so that no other team can take you lightly.
They got to be positive here, and regardless of the result, you need to show fight and match fire with fire here.
Look at those humid conditions. Good work by our camera team. And that's nicely played. Up and over. One bounce for. Very well played by Zainullah.
Finally gets hold of it, giving him the charge. It's not easy to charge Zishan. Was halfway down and flat batted it over long on for a boundary.
Yeah, more like a tennis overhead shot. Something like that. Well played though. Because it was a short delivery. He was charging at it. Just went ahead with his shot. Good start for Zishan. Just 5 runs of the over. Last ball to go. Wide down the leg side. Given by the umpire.
Immediately went down. Zainullah just wary of that extra bit of pace from Zishan, because it was just straying onto the pads. He could have played that hook shot with fine leg up in the circle, but right now.
Such kind of a badgering can be very demoralizing for the opposition. Mind you, Emirates Blues is playing in the semi-finals. So the kind of badgering that they've taken in their last game, that can reflect on the semi-finals as well. And that is why I say it is very important for the batters to perform here, to bring some morale back to the team.
Absolutely. They need to be positive here. Oh, in the air. Straight down the ground. That will be another boundary. Very good shot there from Zainullah to end the over.
Didn't try to hit it too hard. Just got bat to the ball. And very straight. Straight as an arrow. It goes into the boundary for another 4. So 2 fours of the over. That would conclude it. 1 over gone, 10 without loss.
सीधा बच्चा है
Well, that's more sixes for you. 48 sixes for Mohammad Wasim right on top. Strike rate 264. We'll take a look at that table once again. This is up in the air. Top edge. It's gone the distance. So the bowler's pace taking it beyond the boundary ropes. Positive start coming in from Zainullah and Ahmed.
Top edge, but the right intent as well. Hooked away for all the way for 6. That's much better from Ahmed Tariq, taking on the short ball and getting away with it. That was not the ideal start for Almas. Extra bit of pace, but slightly ill-directed, straying onto the legs a bit, and Ahmed Tariq took the bait, got away with it.
Good start. Good start to the over here for Blues. They need to keep on going and get as close as possible. Make sure that they don't give it away. Nicely played. What a good punch from Ahmed. A slight misfield ensures there's a single there.
That was a wonderful shot. Just for a single. Creamed it off the back foot.
That's the card for you. More sixes. 48 of them. 264 Wasim strike rate. He has played one lesser game than Alishan Sharifu. 12 matches. Strike rate right up there. 248. 32 sixes. That's 16 sixes clear of the second best. Saghir Khan in that list as well with 18 sixes. Khalid Shah with 17. And Ali Abid with 15. We'd also love it to see the highest run getters of the tournament. And I'm sure our production team is working on that. What a good looking shot. One bounce. Straight down the ground. Zainullah has repeated what he had done in the last over.
These two openers are looking really good here. Perfect stuff coming in. Hitting straight through the line. Once again, Hafiz Almas, expensive. What a wonderful shot there from Zan. Straight down the ground. This will give them a little bit of confidence. They need to get over that demoralizing effect. They're going to go down fighting.
Absolutely. That should be the attitude. 11 of the first 3 balls. And he goes downtown once again. This time he has timed it even better. And this has gone the distance. That's a great shot from Zainullah. 6.
Top shot, using his feet to a quick bowler. Take something special. Have a look at that. That is a tremendous blow from this youngster.
Yeah, the pitch is playing through as well. The bounce is consistent. Because of that heavy dew, it's coming onto the bat. Look how the screen is so hazy right now. That's all because of the dew. Very heavy dew. It's more like a mist out there. Very difficult conditions for any player to play, especially for the bowlers. 27 without loss in the first 10 deliveries. Good going, Blues. Just keep going, Blues.
Almas once again costly. 17 of the first 4 deliveries. Zan is on the charge here. Oh, trying for that leg stump Yorker once again. Should be called as a wide. Yes, it is. Good start for Blues. 28 for none.
Yeah, wonderful start. Positive start. That's what we were talking about. Take a few deliveries. Getting in. No problem. Just don't give it up easily. Couple of 6s and a 4 in this over. 17 of it already in the first 4 balls. Still 2 balls to go. Zainullah and Ahmed have both shown class in this tournament previously. Zainullah 63 not out in one of the games, winning it for his side. And Ahmed again winning it for his side with a 73 odd in just 20 odd balls. So they have both the capabilities to hit the big ball. 5th ball. Slower ball. He has played it well, up and over. And this will go to the boundary as well. So very good start for Blues here.
He's on the charge. He's not holding back. Read to perfection there. It was the slow delivery, back of the hand, giving himself room and flat batted over the top. This is a top start from Blues, regardless of the match situation.
Yeah, that was again more like a tennis forehand coming in from Zainullah. Brilliant start for him. 22 of just 7. 2 4s, 2 6s in this over. 22 of the over. Last ball to go. 32 without loss after 1.5. Oh, swing and a miss. He knew it was going to be a short ball, just could not connect. Well played, young man. 2 overs gone, 32 without loss, Blues. Most number of runs in this tournament, and Mohammad Wasim, outstanding. 519 runs, 2 centuries to his name. 2 centuries, both not out, mind you. So that's the average, 64.88. Strike rate, 264. He's topping every chart. 138 his best. Ali Shan Sharfu, right next to him. Average of 31. 248 his strike rate. And 351 runs with 74 best. Tanish Suri, the surprise package in this list. The transition that he has had from 50 over to 10 over has been brilliant, to say the least. 50 his best, only 1 half century. That shows how consistent he has been in this tournament. 310 runs for him. Khalid Shah has had a decent tournament as well. Isn't still 100% Khalid Shah that we know. 45 his best, and he's on number 4. Brilliant work by our production team also. Showing all those stats. 2 overs gone, 32 without loss. New bowler coming into bowl here. And it's going to be Ahmed on strike. Played down the ground beautifully. Oh, straight to the fielder. Unfortunate, Ahmed. This was 4 written all over it. Good work, Junaid Shamsu.
Big man, just tumbling effort, but he stopped it. Furqan Shafi. He'll be up against it. Look at that. Hey, so wet there, Faizan. Plenty of dew falling here.
Yeah, that's not water. That's dew droplets on the hand there. Good work, Irfan. Showing us how much dew it is down there. Good work by the production team as well. Swing and a miss on the next ball. So good start to the over. Just a single in the first 2 balls from Furqan Shafi.
Umpire having a word with him. Maybe just coming into that danger zone there. Tough conditions for the bowlers. The amount of dew in the ground. It's a belter of a wicket, and it's really skidding onto the bat.
Oh, swing and a miss again. Wide. 1 for the over called by the umpire. I think that was a little harsh for the batting side. Wasn't given a wide.
One of the over. Touch and go there. That bounce.
I was not talking about the bounce. I was talking about how wide it was off the off stump. Well, we'll take a look at that once again. But good start to the over. 3 balls in it. And he's given just a single. Oh, what a shot. That's a masterful shot from a little man. Zainullah, you beauty.
He got himself into great position. Zainullah camping on the back foot and picked up brilliantly. That's an outstanding shot.
Again, tennis forehand coming into play here. And there was a fielder there. Cleared him comfortably. So good comeback from Zainullah after those 2 dot deliveries. Wonderful. Still need to get enough from this over. We cannot be relaxed with just 7 runs coming off the over. Flicked away nicely. He's running hard. Won't be a 2 there. Only a single. So a good over coming in from Furqan. Still a ball to go.
Very good start. 40 for none in 2.5 overs. This form of the game. If you are not thinking about chasing that total, they are up against 189. That's a very good start in normal circumstances.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't look at the target, I think this is a brilliant start for Emirates Blues. And that is what they need to do. They need to take it as a practice match, and they need to just score some runs to get the morale high for the team. Doesn't matter if you win this or not. You'll still be number 4. You'll still be playing tomorrow in the semis.
Loose delivery is so strong in that area. That's a wonderful shot. Just utilizing the pace and helping it on its way for 6.
14 coming off the over. What a shot. Down on one knee. Just going across a little bit. And quick hands. Getting under it. And getting over the ropes. Brilliant stuff from Ahmed. 3 overs gone. Great start for Blues. 46 without loss. Current run rate of 15.33 required. They don't need to look at that. 20.43. That can be scary to look at. All they need to care about is how many runs are they scoring. Looking to go big again, Zainullah. They're thinking of a 2 here. Cannot get it.
Asif with the left arm orthodox. Not a big turner of the ball, but accurate enough. Can cause problem or two. They got to look to hit him straight.
Absolutely. Mind you, the Reds were 90 in the first 5 overs.
Oh, lovely.
Again, nicely bowled. Trying to play that shot. A sweep behind point. Just couldn't execute it well.
90 of the first 5 and the last 5 producing 99.
Again, looking to muscle it. Sometimes when you try to hit it too hard, you just lose shape and lose the timing on that ball.
So far, Asif so good. Slowing it down as well. Bowling slightly back of a length. Not easy to force anything through the leg side. Got to look to go over mid-off over extra cover.
He goes big this time. And 1 bounce for. Well played, Ahmed.
Drifting onto the pads. That's a very good shot. He's so strong behind square on the leg side. Beautifully picked up.
And that's 50 up for the Blues here. This is a spirited chase till now for the Blues. Just 3.4 overs. 22 deliveries, mind you, for 53 without loss. Ahmed on 20 of 8. Zainullah on 31 of 14. 136 more required of 38 balls. Just don't look at that. That can scare the best in the world. Don't look at that. Just keep going. A single taken on the next ball.
Oh, absolutely. These two have done a wonderful job. They got to stay in present. Don't look to get ahead of yourself. Keep playing. On the leg side, it will be leg buys. Oh, a little bit of bat there.
I thought there was a little bit of that bat there. And I think it's given off the bat. So that will end the over. A good over in the circumstances. Just 9 of it. 4 overs gone. 55 without loss, Blues.
थैंक्स टू 7 डिस्ट्रिक्ट एकेडमी एंड द ओनर एंड द कोचेस, उन्होंने मुझे इनवाइट किया उनके इतने अच्छे इवेंट के लिए और मुझे बहुत खुशी हुई इधर आके उनकी क्रिकेट एकेडमी में और जैसी फैसिलिटीज़ हैं और बच्चों को देख के बहुत खुशी हुई और जैसा उनके पास स्टाफ है, कोचेस एंड ट्रेनर सब बहुत अच्छे हैं और मेरी तरफ से तो हाईली रिकमेंड है कि अपने बच्चों को अच्छी क्रिकेट के लिए और अच्छी फैसिलिटीज़ के लिए 7 डिस्ट्रिक्ट क्रिकेट एकेडमी ज्वाइन कराएं। और जैसा कि
Well, Mohammad Wasim there talking about the 7 Districts Cricket Academy. Great facility, great work done by Mr. Mohammad Haider to bring about the 7 Districts Cricket Academy. They have a club as well. In fact, 2 teams, 1 senior team, 1 junior team. So a very good opportunity for your younger ones to actually come down and practice here at the academy and learn their cricket. 4 overs gone, 55 without loss. Zainullah is going to be on strike. He's going at a strike rate of more than 200. They haven't taken the floating power play here, have they? Well, they are taking it now. So Zohaib Zubair coming into bowl and floating power play it is. 5th over to begin. He's been very good, Zohaib Zubair. He's been amongst the wickets in this tournament. And there you go. He goes big, hasn't timed it well. Or has he? I think he has timed it very well. 6.
Tremendous strike. Straight down the ground. Zainullah is playing a little blinder here. Moves to 38. Zohaib Zubair quicker through the air. Wonderful strike. Now this is a great fight from these two young men at the crease. 61 for none in 4.1 overs.
38 of 16. 61 without loss. Spirited chase coming in from Blues. Some entertainment. It's been 14.1 overs in this match and we haven't seen a single wicket fall. There you go again. Back-to-back sixes. Welcome to the attack, Zohaib Zubair.
Oh, what a shot. 2 sixes in a row against one of the best leg spinners we have seen in this tournament. Again, quicker through the air. Clears his front leg. Goes big down the ground. This is some entertainment. This is some innings from Zainullah.
He's closing to his 50 here, Zainullah. A very spirited knocks. Just 17 deliveries for his 44. 67 without loss after 4.2. Back-to-back sixes on Zohaib Zubair. Zohaib Zubair also plays for the UAE international team and is a very, very good bowler. Is the player of the match at least once in this tournament when I was doing the presentation. Oh, that was as quick as Hazrat Bilal maybe.
Just making him remind, you got to wear a helmet as well. One of the games, Shane won't get a little surprised, frustrated with that. Then he bowled a bouncer. Same sort of thing happened over here.
Good work by Zishan Abid as well behind the stumps. Covered the line of the ball very quickly. Could easily have gone for 4 byes. So I think some signal must have been there for the keeper also.
Now I think he'll look to toss it up slow. He's got protection on the offside mid-off as well. Offside off stump. Slow leg spinner. And that has gone in the air. This could be a chance. And Junaid Shamsuddin. Oh, is it Hafiz Almas takes a very good catch. This is smart bowling from Zohaib Zubair.
So the first wicket going down in this match and not just the innings. And it's Zainullah who's missed out on a 50 here. The shot was on, mind you. It was just a little away from him. And a good running catch. It's not easy to catch a wet ball. He's done exactly that. Caught it well. Zainullah, good knock. 44 of 19. He should take a lot of heart from this knock. 4 sixes, 4 fours. He's back. 67 for 1. Very good comeback from Zohaib Zubair after those 2 sixes, a dot and a wicket. So the main distractor in chief has gone back to the pavilion, Zainullah. It's going to be Zawar Fareed coming out to bat here. First ball outside off. Looking for a wide. Zawar Fareed wouldn't get it. 3 dot balls in a row. Good comeback.
Zawar is also in good striking form. And if he score runs here as well, going into that semi-final, that top 3 are in good form, will help Blues make a comeback. Well, that nearly missed the off stump. That was a very good delivery. Over started with 2 sixes. Over ended with a couple of dots and a wicket as well. 67 for 1 after 5 overs.
भाई
67 for 1 after 5 overs.
आज हो सिमाई
As Ahmed pushes that one on the offside.
no
And we have a change. It's going to be Ahmed Khwaja replacing Faizan Khan. Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Asghar. Pure entertainment tonight at the D10. First from Mohammad Wasim, Hamdan Tahir, and Zainullah Khan. Fabulous knock. Over pitched and carved behind point. Long chase for Wasim. Touch and go. He's just about rein it in.
आउट हो गया
Been really impressed with the heart that Emirates Blues have shown here with the bat.
A lovely fight. They're doing it well here. It's all about fighting and fighting hard. Even when you're got your backs to the wall, they've shown a lot of character.
A lot of credit goes to the Emirates Blues management and coaching staff, and of course Akif Raja. A brilliant sweep towards square leg. Thankfully, just dropping short of Maruf Merchant out there. I thought he had a cleaner connection than that one, but perhaps the wet gloves making it difficult for Ahmed Tariq there.
A bit high on the bat as well. He does play that shot really well behind square on the leg side.
So just to continue my point, I think you have to give a lot of credit to the Emirates Blues coaching staff. They are not looking down or dejected. Of course, it was an absolute hiding they received at the hands of Wasim, but still they fought out there really well and competed in this match, took the game to the opposition, and currently going at about 13-14 runs per over. That's a very valiant effort. It was never going to be a chaseable target, but they're certainly giving it their all. Meanwhile, Ahmed Tariq, perhaps a bit of cramp. He's been keeping. They played earlier in the afternoon as well. He kept for 20 overs. Now opening the innings, especially in this hot, very humid conditions, is taking a toll on the youngster's body.
Also, he got struck early on by a nasty delivery from Zishan Nasir on that thumb of his. Maybe getting some treatment there, maybe hurting. He's shown a lot of heart.
He certainly has been one of the eye-catching youngsters in this D10. Fabulous batting, technically sound, runs really hard between the wickets, is a wicket keeper as well. And a very encouraging sign for the future that we have such talents being produced from the age group level and graduating up to this top-tier tournament and not being fazed by the spotlight, still playing your shots, still looking to express yourself, and then you have that pathway through to the national team as well.
Oh, absolutely. We've seen some terrific young talent, likes of Ahmed Tariq, Zainullah. We have seen Aditya Shetty, Tanish Suri, Farhan Khan, Uwais Ahmed. The list goes on.
Absolutely, and another name I don't want to miss is Amar Badami for Dubai. He looked really good. Shrey Sethi played the first half of the tournament really well as well for Dubai. Then, of course, you have the familiar names, the likes of Ronak Panoli, and you have Nilansh Keswani, Fahad Nawaz. So plenty of young talent emerging here in the UAE. It's a real hotbed for cricket now.
Oh, absolutely. And likes of Mohammad Wasim, Ali Shan Sharfu, Junaid Siddiqui. These guys coming out and playing. Zaur Khan. Great exposures for the youngster as well.
Oh, absolutely rubbing shoulders with the greats of the game. Current members of the UAE national team. They can learn so much from them. Talk about technical issues or how to approach the game. Inside out, flat hit but couldn't beat the long off their Zawar. So Asif, Muhammad Asif, the left arm spinner, been short of opportunities in this D10 but getting a game this evening. Perhaps can look to bowl well and push for that selection for that semi-final game.
Yeah, it's a hard side to squeeze yourself in. Quality they have. Beautifully bowled. And don't forget, Zishan Abid, he's been magnificent for Reds behind the stumps and with the bat.
He's been a really pleasant surprise. Has always been regarded very highly, but now delivering on that promise. So a welcome sign for the UAE to have yet another quality wicketkeeper batter. Ahmed Tariq down on one knee, up and over the side screen. That's a magnificent 6.
Outstanding shot to finish the over. Wonderful strike. Straight down the ground. He's shown us consistently that he can hit the ball as well. Wonderful shot to finish the over.
Such a sweet strike. So after 6 overs, Emirates Blues still fighting it out here. 79 for 1. Heaved away towards the square leg region. Bit of an under edge. Will be cleaned up by Mohammad Asif. Zohaib Zubair, another one of those leading lights of the UAE national team.
A wonderful bowler. A bowler with confidence, variety. He's got a good top spinner, googly. He's got the flipper as well. And he turns the leg break as well.
Yeah, you really mentioned it, the key word, having that self-belief and confidence. Used to be a bit of a shy lad, just came on to bowl, didn't do much, but now looking to really express himself. Off the back foot, could be a chance. Just over for 6.
Just a drag down there, and such is the power from Zaver. Off the back foot. It's not an easy shot. Sliding onto the bat. That was the previous cover. It's gone towards square leg. Zaver is on the move here.
Yeah, another one of those players looking to get a national team recall. He's played really well with the bat in this D10. Hurrying on to him. And he's just looking to swing from the hip at absolutely everything. And Zohaib has that ability to get his leg breaks to just skid through. Bowls very flat in the air. Has a really good trajectory for the shorter formats.
Absolutely. He's firing them in because of the format. Otherwise, we have seen him in the D50 format. A lot more slow through the air. Especially in the day games, it's hard for a leg spinner to bowl under these conditions.
Has a brilliant googly as well. Comes in sharply. Attempted reverse. That looks pretty adjacent. Bit of a celeb appeal coming in from Zohaib Zubair. But I think there was bat involved. Given his leg buys, maybe hitting him outside the line as well.
That could have only saved him. Struck outside the line. Yeah. Good umpiring there.
Excellent decision. It was turning away as well. And clearly hitting him on that fourth stump channel. So 100 neither of 20. Not a particularly likely equation. But fair play to the Blues. They're looking at a score of maybe 130 or 140. Half tracker pulled hard and straight to mid wicket. Hamid Khan takes the catch and Zohaib Zubair strikes again.
And bit of dance move as well. He's enjoyed that. Nice catch there by Hamid Khan. He's got good hands. Struck hard, but unfortunately straight to the man. Not enough elevation there from Zaver. And then the wicket falls. Zaver goes 89 for 2.
So new batter coming in is the hard-hitting all-rounder, Mohammad Asif. Zohaib Zubair, he's been the pick of the bowlers. Outside edge. Short third is very square. And Furkan Shafi, puts in a good effort. Didn't give up on that one. And they will come through for 3 runs. So Zuhaib Zubair concludes his spell. Slightly expensive, but it is very slick out there. Genuine outside edge. And he'll conclude his bowling spell with 2 wickets for 24 runs. Boundary check. Yeah, seems to be Furkan did well there. 92 for 2. Well, some A-list celebrities there on screen. Mr. Moiz, who is our, what would we call it, our supervisor, our project manager. Mr. Ahmed, who works for the 7 Districts franchise. And Mr. Rashid Mohammed, or as I like to call him, Skipper. Enjoying his milkshakes. Should be in the com box. Junaid Shamsuddin coming into the attack. And of course, Mr. Fahad Al-Hashmi, the ACU officer as well. So it's good to see the Emirates Cricket Board providing us these A-list facilities here at the 7 District Sports Club.
$93 for 2.
So Ahmed Tariq going at a strike rate of 200 plus. Oh, lovely shot. Trying to punch it past the long on, and he does. Ahmed Tariq, what a fabulous shot.
Great shot there. He's continuing his good form. And Junaid Shamsuddin getting opportunity with the ball. Hasn't had much opportunity with the bat, so would want to get into the game. Top shot there from Ahmed Tariq.
I dare say he's been the most impressive young batter of the tournament for me. I'll really have to rack my brain. Who else? Maybe Amar Badami, Zainullah as well. Tanish Suri for sure. 300 plus runs in the D10. But Ahmed Tariq, he just feels like he's just a notch above the usual young cricketers we see. Meanwhile, Shamsuddin. Lofted. Could be a catch. Not quite. Just plugging in front of the long on.
Ahmed Tariq is always technically sound. We knew him right from the early days. But the way he's constructed himself, the way he's explored himself in this form of the game is quite extraordinary.
Mohammad Asif just looking to swing from the crease. Junaid Shamsuddin, he's a tricky customer. Just hits that seam. He's a big lad. Puts a lot of shoulder action on the ball. So gets that ball to just skid through and can surprise you with his extra pace.
Yeah, pretty much a bowler who utilizes shoulder, change of pace as well. Down the wicket, smashed it in front of square. That's another remarkable shot from Ahmed Tariq. How well he's placed that one.
Beautiful timing and expert placement. Raises the 100 for Emirates Blues. Slightly short and wide, but there you can see how well in front of square he hit the ball. There was a fielder at deep point and he missed him by some distance. Beautiful shot.
A lovely timer of the ball. This is another top knock from the youngster.
High elbow trying to punch it down the ground, but only going to be a single. So a productive over for the Blues. 12 runs taken off it. 104 for 2. Well, a very dewy, misty evening here at the 7 District Sports Club. 2 overs remaining in the game. Of course, the result is pretty much assured. 189 is a whopping target for the best of them. Mohammad Wasim getting his second D10 century, and even quicker than the previous. Meanwhile, we have the young leg spinner Maruf Merchant coming on to bowl. I would have liked to see more of him, to be quite honest, this evening. But perhaps just protecting him, because that ball is getting wet very quickly. We've had to change it multiple times. So much dew sitting on the surface here. And it's getting misshapen quite quickly. But this lad, fabulous knock. 39 of just 18 deliveries, Ahmed Tariq. He's been super productive for Emirates Blues in this D10 tournament. Beautiful punch off the back foot. And Junaid Shamsuddin will manage to get around to it, but they'll pick up a couple.
Maruf getting opportunity with the ball here. Well, they were looking for that second one on that overthrow. Maruf, being a leg spinner, it's, to be fair, it's hard conditions to bowl Khawaja.
It certainly is. Well, Ahmed Tariq is nearing his half century. His second of the tournament it would be. Bit of a risk there, jumping out of the crease, and good fielding by Zishan at cover point.
Nice curve away from the right-hander. Maruf, he can produce that wicket-taking delivery. He's got good action, put a lot of rubs on the ball as well.
Yeah, good athlete as well. Goes wider and still. Well, Zishan Nasir, he's in the firing line.
3 fielders behind Skura on the offside. So that reverse sweep, that's reverse switch is certainly on.
Yeah, will he have the courage to play it though? Goes towards fine leg, beats the fielder, and save your legs, Hamdan. That's always going to be 4.
He's made it like that. Ball was little short, but any other player would have pulled it towards mid-wicket. But how well he's able to get across to off stump, gets inside the line and helps it overshot fine.
Yeah, dropping his arm a lot more there, Maruf, bowling it very horizontally. Ideally, you should be looking to come from around 2 p.m. if it's the face of a clock. So I'm not sure why he's doing it that way. Maybe experimenting to get some more revs on the ball. That's better. Oh, beautiful. Inside out over extra and beats Junaid Shamsuddin this time. That's the shot of the night for me.
Amongst all the sixes hit by Mohammad Wasim and the carnage. But when you talk about a cricketing shot like that, over extra cover, with the spin, to the pitch of the ball, this is high class.
Absolutely. Glorious shot. Everything in the right position. And sweet timing on it as well. Hard sweep. Flat. Bit of a misfield by Hamid Khan. But that raises a well-deserved D10 50 for Ahmed Tariq. Very, very well played, young man.
Take a bow, young man. You played an outstanding inning. Look at that. He was struck on the thumb as well. Shown a lot of courage, guts and determination. This kid can play.
Very bright future indeed. Super talent and super impressive. He could perhaps be the standout name we'll remember from the 2024 edition of the fan code Emirates D10. He's played so well, like you mentioned, he's feeling the pain, but had the guts and the courage to fight it out for the team. And he's carried his bat right throughout the innings. Final over coming up, 115 for 2. So Junaid Shamsuddin. Oh, wow. Inside out. Pick the bones out of that one.
That's glorious as well. Early on in the previous over against Maruf, the leg spinner. Now inside out to medium pacer. This is high class stuff. Terrific technique. This is one for the future. Ahmed Tariq, remember the name.
It's all in the hands. Just that elevation, that flick of the wrist over extra. Beautiful shot. Well, I'll be disappointed if he gets out. He needs to come in carrying his bat. Oh, flicked! But straight to the fielder. Well, the commentator's curse has struck. And this fabulous innings from Ahmed Tariq has come to an end.
So unfortunate. It was a full toss. Actually, he was trying to go behind square. Just played it a little early, straight to the man. But what a knock we have witnessed. Chasing 189, coming out as an opener. And he has played a blinder here. He's still disappointed.
Well, that just shows the hunger and the quality of this young lad. Fabulous innings, 3 sixes, 6 boundaries, gone for 54. The Blues are now 119 for the loss of 3. Oh, this is a top edge over the keeper. Agricultural from Yusuf Khan. But he'll take it. Yet another boundary. Oh, pardon me, it's Usaid Amin coming in at number 5, not Yusuf. So he's just getting a piece of his own back. Hit very roughly by Wasim and Hamdan. Didn't know much about it, but he'll take it. Swing and a miss outside off. So we prepare tomorrow for finals day at the Fan Code Emirates D10. 4 teams competing for the crown. Emirates Reds, Emirates Blues, Sharjah and Abu Dhabi. It's anybody's game, Asghar Khan.
Oh, played away on the offside. What a day it will be. Oh, misfield there by Asif. What have you done?
Well, that's not going to help your selection for the first semi-final. Very poor misfield, just taking his eye off the ball. Usaid enjoying himself.
Struck hard straight to him. It was a simple piece of fielding there. Just missed out on that one. Slow delivery. Drilled away down the ground. For a single, that will be the end of the game.
Well, in the end, the Blues have managed to get 128 runs in their allotted 10 overs. A very valiant effort. But Emirates Reds, led by Mohammad Wasim's superlative 100, just had too many runs on the board. And in the end, the Reds take it by 60 runs. Zohaib Zubair with 2 wickets to his name. Bowled really well. And tomorrow, we prepare for the knockout stage of the Fan Code Emirates D10. Well, let's take a look at the batting scorecard for Emirates Blues. Fabulous innings up top from Ahmed Tariq, 54 of 26. Zainullah Khan played beautifully as well, 44 of 19. Zawar, 13 of 8. Everybody playing a minor role. And 128 runs posted in the allotted 10 overs. A very valiant batting effort indeed from the Blues.
A great fight shown by Ahmed Tariq and Zainullah at the top. 128 for 3 of 10 overs will hold them in good stats going into that semi-final.
In terms of the bowling, well, treated quite roughly were the Emirates Reds bowlers. Hafiz Almas in particular went for 22 runs. The pick of the bowlers easily the leg spinner Zohaib Zubair, 2 for 24 on the night. And 1 wicket for Junaid Shamsuddin at the end as well. Well, let's take a look at the highlights of this run chase. 189 was never likely to be chased down, but Zainullah Khan and Ahmed Tariq gave it their absolutely all. Beautiful hook shot there from Ahmed Tariq over fine leg for 6. And Zainullah Khan pumping the ball repeatedly down the ground. Beautiful shots, taking 22 runs off that over from Hafiz Almas. That was a fearsome pull shot well in front of square on the onside. And anytime they straight onto the pads, it's a wonderful wrist work, especially from Ahmed Tariq. Look at that sweep. That was beautifully executed. Zohaib Zubair came into the game and did manage to eventually produce the breakthrough. 1 shot too many from Zainullah Khan. 67 opening. Stand broken there. Good catch taken at long off by Shamsuddin. Ahmed Tariq went on his merry way, getting his second Emirates D10 50. Zawar Farid, some good lusty blows as well. This was a good catch taken at deep end wicket. That was hit flat and hard. It was a wonderful shot from Ahmed Tariq, getting to his 50 in quick time. Wonderful crack of the blade. Well played by the youngster, just a teenager, mind you. And this was his dismissal. Very unlucky, just picking out the deep fine leg fielder. And then Usaid Amin, well, he came out swinging, got a few streaky top edges. And this was a bit of a misfield at that cover sweeper position as Emirates Blues concluded on a score of 128 in the allotted 10 overs. A very good batting effort indeed. So the match summary, the final game of the group stage. Emirates Reds batting first while they put on a power show. 188 without losing a single wicket. Mohammad Wasim, 138 runs. His second D10 century of just 36 deliveries, ably supported by Hamdan Tahir, 38 of 24. No wickets taken, of course, by the Blues. And Emirates Blues, in response with the bat, got to a 128 for the loss of 3, thanks to 50 from Ahmed Tariq. Zainullah Khan played beautifully as well, 44 of 19. And Zohaib Zubair getting 2 wickets to his name. Junaid Samsu getting the 3rd wicket as Emirates Reds sealed their group stage campaign of the D10 by getting a victory by 60 runs. Well, tomorrow is finals day, and we kick it off with the 2 semi-finals. Semi-final 1 at 5:15 p.m. local time, Sharjah take on Emirates Blues. That will be followed up by Emirates Reds taking on Abu Dhabi in semi-final number 2. And then the final to be played at 9:45 p.m. local time. All up for grabs for these 4 teams. Who will be crowned D10 2024 champions? Find out tomorrow. So finals day, all in readiness, all has been decided. Sharjah, Abu Dhabi, Emirates Reds and Emirates Blues will be competing in it. Join us tomorrow for that. That's all from the Combox for now. We head downstairs where Faizan Khan will be conducting the post-match presentation. Over to you, Faizan.
Welcome to the last and final presentation, post-match presentation of the league phase, match number 42 rather. And it was Emirates Reds versus Emirates Blues. It was one-man show in the first innings itself, taking the total to 189. And a spirited performance coming in later in the second innings from the Emirates Blues. But 189 was just too big a total. This is the post-match presentation where I have with me our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, on my left, and he's going to hand it over to the player of the match, Mohammad Wasim, for his brilliant century. There were a couple of noteworthy performances. I want to mention them. Ahmed Tariq, 54 of 25 in the second innings, and Zainullah Khan, 44 of 19 in the second innings. But Mohammad Wasim, 138 of just 36 deliveries, a strike rate of 380. Wasim, you owe us a dictionary, all of us in the Combox, because we are running short of adjectives now. What else to say apart from brilliant on every other shot that you play?
Yeah, first of all, thanks to my dear Allah, and Alhamdulillah, you using these words for me. I'm very happy, and Alhamdulillah for my performance. And you know that, as I said last time, this is my natural game, and before the games, we were giving to the chances to our boys, and Alhamdulillah, I'm happy overall.
Wasim, 36 runs, 138 runs of 36 deliveries. In the last match, you also played 36 deliveries and scored 116 against the same side. You have been not out with 254 runs against the same side. What is it with Emirates Blues that you like or don't?
No, nothing special, to be honest. Just I'm trying to hitting the ball, and in my mind was only one thing. We were preparing for tomorrow actually, and I told to my boys, and we're talking in the hurdle. I said to everyone, we have to look how we will play tomorrow, semi-finals and final, the big games.
One genuine question from you, for you. I want to know how important are these centuries for you, because you're the leading centurion for the UAE side. So how important is a century in a domestic game for you and for all the other players that play with you?
Yeah, as I said earlier to you in the last before 2-3 games, we are playing good cricket. We are playing franchise. I'm leading the team of UAE, Alhamdulillah, and we are playing international cricket, and we are showing our talent and our experience here in domestic. And yeah, it's working for me and for my team and for everyone. I'm scoring centuries, Alhamdulillah. I'm very happy. And inshallah, looking forward to play a good cricket in upcoming games.
I've taken too much of your time, but last question still. Tomorrow's game, Abu Dhabi have been your kryptonite. You haven't beaten Abu Dhabi yet in this tournament. So is there some sort of pressure in tomorrow's game?
No pressure. It's a T10 game. You know, it's short format game. Anyone can beat any team, and inshallah, we'll go with our strength tomorrow. And new day, new game. We'll try our best.
I can't mention enough that it's a pleasure seeing you play, be it at the domestic level, be it at the highest level. And I wish you the same success at the highest levels as well. Thank you.
Inshallah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that was Mohammad Waseem. Tomorrow is the big day, 2 semi-finals and the final lined up, and we'll bring you all 3 matches live from here at the 7 District Cricket Stadium. It's good night. God bless till then.